Alright, today I'm going to be replacing the tie rods on my '01 Golf. And as you can see here, it's pretty badly rusted there. I'm not going to even bother loosening that. I'm just going to cut it off and save me some time. But these clamps here on the boots, I'll just break those off. I have new boots and clamps. And you probably can't see too well in there, but there's another one in there. So I'll go ahead and take that nut off there, pop that tie rod off. Here are the parts I ordered. Here's the tie rod, complete inner and outer. And here's the boot with clamps. And this is where I got everything from, FCP Euro. These guys are in Connecticut. Pretty good selection of parts for Volkswagens. And I also borrowed this from Advanced Auto to get the inner tie rod off. And if you open this up here, I'll show you. This one right here is the one you use, 1 5/16". Those other two you don't need, but this one fits nicely over the end. Alright, I got the boot loose. I took the clamps off. There's no point in trying to save these things, just break them off. Slide this boot back and you can see the inner tie rod nut there. It's always easier if you turn the wheel all the way to the left. This is the passenger side, so turn your wheel all the way to the left. It brings it out closer to you. It's easier to get at. So now what I'm going to do is pop this nut off here. I sprayed it up some penetrant oil. This Aerocore oil stuff is the best in my opinion. You've seen me use this in other videos of mine. Stuff works great. So this is a 19mm nut here. We'll go ahead and take that off and pop this tie rod end off. Okay, the tie rod end is out of the knuckle. So once you get the nut off the end there, just beat on the bottom here with a hammer and it'll pop right out. Now what I'm going to do is take my grinder and cut right about here. Cut that right off. Then I can slide the boot off and then get that inner tie rod nut off. Alright, the tie rod end is cut off. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this and try to get the new tie rod end close. We're going to count the threads here and get that close, and then we'll have to go get this car aligned then. But we'll get it close enough that way. So here we go. Now we can remove this inner tie rod here. What we'll have to do is use that tool that I rented from Advanced, and this piece right here slides right over top like that, and then it allows you to slide. I'm going to slide this bar right over, and you can put your socket wrench in there and break that loose. So slide this on here like this, and now I can go ahead and put my socket wrench on the end of there and pop that off. Okay, I got the inner tie rod off. That's the steering rack there. So now I can go ahead and install the new inner tie rod. I just separated the tie rod end here, and now I can just thread this thing back in and tighten it up using what I borrowed from Advanced. Alright, the inner tie rod is on, nice and tight. Now for the fun part, but not really, is sliding this boot on and crimping these clamps. This one on the outside, you have plenty of room to do, but the one on the inside is tough to get at. I bought one of these tools especially meant for crimping the clamps, and it works good, but just getting to this one is tricky. But with a little patience, you'll get it. Alright, I finally got the boot on. Finally crimped these clamps. It took about 20 minutes, but I got it. So now I'm ready to put the tie rod end on. I'm going to put some anti-seize on the threads here. And here's my new tie rod end. take this protective cover off. And they also gave me a new nut as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on now. Well, the new tie rod end is on. And what I did was, to get it close, I counted the threads out. On this one here I got 17 threads, so I did the same thing over here. Tightened that up, and now I just have to tighten this 19mm nut up here, but you're also going to have to get a 6mm Allen wrench, stick it in there so that joint doesn't spin. So you'll need to do that and use an open end wrench and tighten that up. But that's it. Once everything's tight, and you can take it and get it aligned. Thanks for watching, guys.